So apparently your notifications work in the afternoon. Is that what I'm learning from y'all? How are y'all? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My time. Good evening your time. Good morning your time. We got anyone still in the morning? Yeah, it's only 2 o'clock. West Coast fam still in the morning. How are y'all? I'm pretending like it's still morning. I just made coffee. I'm cold. It's not even that cold here, but I'm cold. Macon baseball hat? No, Mitchell Bat Company. But it could be Macon. The Macon Bacon. Yeah, this is the most people I've seen have notifications or say that they got notifications to be here in a long time. Why didn't I stream at 11:30? Because we did two podcasts back to back, and I need a break after that. Like it takes me a while to decompress after doing two shows. So like I took like an hour, ate lunch, came back, did some work, wrote the podcast post, little stuff here and there. Then it's time to stream. So yeah. So yeah, but the bonus today is we have no plans, so we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, and I wanna talk about one thing, but first I want to thank Luke Jury for 23 months of subbing. Thank you so much. I'm cold. I need a nap, man. I could take a nap today. I slept good though. I wrote an A4 page and a half with my Ultim. That's really good. That's a lot of words. So yeah, I'm just figuring out my desk is a mess right now. I just shove things around for the podcast, and now things are just completely displaced, and I'm making a mess. Like I had to do this. Like I had to get my tray out. Like all my fountain pens were touching each other and was bugging me. So I had to get my Yoseca tray out. And even though it's kind of in my way, it at least has me more like mentally prepared for like what things are laying around my desk right now. So it's it was a much needed minute. All I needed to do was like, hey, let me just put these in kind of a more fixed place, even though there's no room for the tray as a whole. There's something. Is that a clear 823? It is. I'm special that way, Bruce. Any cool Black Friday deals? I don't know of any. I don't have any. Y'all got any good Black Friday deals you're thinking about? I don't know. I'll have to think of something. Smand. I'll have to think of something for Black Friday. I don't know that I'm shopping for anything right now. I still never broke down for Fountain Pen Day. Oh, is there a list on Slack? Nice. I'll have to check that out. I never broke down and bought the Scribo Puma that I wanted. So I don't know. Maybe I may just wait for that. Maybe wait for pen shows next year. See if I really want that pen. It's very expensive. To survive the WKRP turkey drop. You're old if you know this reference. I know WKRP. I don't know the turkey drop, but I am old. PayPal changed on me again. The new format is frustrating. Contrasted with prior. PayPal is always mucking up the GUI. They're always mucking up the visuals, making things harder to find. Which I don't know why. Like I don't know what the benefit is for the mucking up of things, but they are just moving buttons around everywhere. I was debating putting the black items for sale on my site, but I think JetPens beat me in that to their joke. Yeah, I think they've done that before, or at least have had like some kind of black pen sale. It's got to be for like Black Friday, black pens, inks. I think that's smart. You could still do it. Yeah, I don't know that I've watched WKRP since I had to turn the channel knob manually, or at least had one of those like really tricky remotes. My daughter's yelling at me, but the door's closed in here, so I'm gonna pretend I can't hear her. Did you not have any pens inked? If you didn't have any black pens inked, that's the weird thing. You're still in school today, Bruce? on a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. My kids have been out all week. That's actually made for a pretty good week. I kind of miss the summer where I didn't have two don't have two pickups a day, sometimes 3 or 4, so that's good. Yeah, that show I last remember using a rotary TV knob. That's got to be right. Oh, you get off Monday too. Okay, yeah, we're back to Monday. I had to bring Toby in here too because he was freezing. Toby was so cold, he got in his bed, in his crate, which he never does, just like during the middle of the day, like to not go to bed. She's getting the same treatment she gives you. Yeah, facts. Except for me, it's if I text her and she doesn't respond, knowing that her hand is glued to the phone at all times. All right, so we did 2 podcasts today. 49, we did a little mini gift guide episode. It's already published and in the chat. In the feed. So that is out there for your listening pleasure. You can save it till tomorrow if you need to escape from family. If you're celebrating Thanksgiving in the U.S. and you have family over that's annoying, you can go listen to the PID podcast in the back room. I wonder if we get the spammers out today. Lots of, I guess, I wonder if like overall like Twitch gaming viewership goes up on like the holidays and stuff, because people are probably bored out of their mind during like times of the day where we normally wouldn't be watching streams. So, but yeah, the podcast is out. We did a little mini gift guide, Mike and I. We talked about Jacob's Tomoe River review. And we talk about a Tomoe River top-bound steno pad, which a kind listener sent me the link to. We were trying to solve that problem for another Ask TPA recently. And yeah, it was cool. Taroko shop. I always forget about them on Etsy, but I know a lot of y'all have shopped there and bought things from there. I own my own business. What is boredom? That's true. Nib unit threads, pre-greased or not for brand new pin purchases. Not. I'm in the not family. Unless you're selling me a pin marketed as an eyedropper, then do it. Otherwise, no need. In my opinion, I don't know. What does everyone else think? I prefer to not have them pre-greased. Because if I'm going to use a converter or something, I don't feel the need to have that extra layer of protection. Yeah, I hate getting it on my fingers too, because it's weird. Like it's not botherative. Yeah, additive pen. Yeah, okay, then that's different. Yeah, if you're selling me an pre-eyedropper pen, knock yourself out. I'd say go for it. I'd say yes then. So, yeah, I would pre grease an eyedropper pen. What am I doing wrong with my Esterbrook Esty? Dries out overnight. Ink with Diamine Aurora Borealis. Boy, Esterbrook is one of those pens that I've never had like a right out the cap problem. The only thing I could think of is just making sure everything's like seated right. Like make sure that the nib unit's screwed all the way in and that the nib is actually pushed down on the feed correctly. I mean, I'm sure you know all that stuff, but that's not one I generally have an issue with or have seen. I mean, I've only got 2, but when I've used them, like I've used an extra fine nib and I've used the journaler nib, and you would think it would crop up on the extra fine nib at some point, but really the only kind of pen housing that I've had a trouble with drying out, and not the housing, but just kind of the design of the pen. My Mayora really didn't do a great job at sealing off because I think their clip design let a little extra air in there. Like it wasn't like none of these caps are airtight, right? But some of them like do a better job than others. Like Platinum has the inserts, but like the Esterbrook, the acrylic and the way the acrylic screws under the threads, like it's pretty tight. And so yeah, I'd be looking at the nib housing and settings. My Omos 360 and Faber-Castell Ondoro both dry out like a mofo. We can test the Ondoro real quick. I bet it's been like 10 days since I've used my own Ondoro. Let's break it out right now. I don't have a 360 to try, but the 360 has a clip. Yeah, the SC does have the loaded cap, right? But yet the 360, those clips can kind of get down, kind of make a opening in there. Am I delusional? Yeah, the 360 is one of those designs where for like a really expensive pen, that's kind of like a little weird nuance that will affect your pen. That's what I was thinking. All right, let's try the Ondoro. So, and I don't think I've had this problem with the Ondoro. Just noticed the RTJ hoodie. Yeah, this is a cool hoodie. This is my favorite hoodie of the year. I'll usually buy like a hoodie or two, like kind of every winter, to where I have too many hoodies now. But this is one I just bought for this year. I like it. It's comfy, and it's got like a hand drawn fist on the back. It's like ABC, I think was the artist. Oh, this is what I was. So if you listen to the live show, this is episode 2 for today. So episode 490. This was me testing my pens earlier. This man, let's see. Okay, Toby has a play date. That's what we were scheduling. Was a shout out ever given to Jim Hines? Yeah, we did that 2 episodes ago, and then Mike got the pin in, and we talked about it again. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna test an Ondoro, extra fine nib Ondoro. Yeah, I made a comment about that that you'll hear next week. I was not thrilled. So the Ondoro is a snap cap pen, so it's not threaded. Is yours plastic barrel, Tony, or wood? The section on the Ambition is 7 millimeters long. I did not catch that. So, Toby gets along with my parents' dog. So he gets along with my parents. So here we go, 7 millimeters. I had a ruler on my desk. I no longer see said ruler. But yeah, like I don't grip it down here. I don't see how anyone could recommend gripping down here. It's really, 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 really tight and uncomfortable. But this is almost too far back, but I get away with it. You grip it down there? Really? I would think my hands would get on the page. All right, so Ondoro wood barrel, extra fine nib, Ackermann Hofgordier grown, right out the jump. So, and this, like I said, it's probably been 10 days since I've used this pen, and seems to be no issue. I do get, I do find, some of the inks matter. I don't know if Hell's, you said Aurora Borealis? Yeah, I was thinking if you use like an orange or a red ink, those are always the more prone to dry out inks. So I inked this one up. Oh, this is when you get to the next episode. We'll cover this next week. But the Ambition does not ship with a converter. And what I was getting at is the converters with a ridge right here don't fit in the Ambition barrel. I'll show you. So this is what most of my converters look like, and probably most of y'all's converter. I think this is the Schmidt converter. And you see how there's a step right here? This does not have a step. So since there was no converter that shipped with this, I went and just grabbed a converter. No bueno. So I had to find, which I have much fewer of these, and it's still kind of a tight fit, but it fits fine. So that was weird. So not only is it weird up here, they don't give me a converter and then make me fight for one. That was annoying. That spoke is sharp. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I will admit to this spoke pin being sharp. Let's see. And this is the Twisby Crimson. I kind of like this crimson. It's pretty dark, but still very red. It's maybe more of the. I'll have to get the red candy, Robert Oster, out to test. See how close they are, because red candy is kind of the only red that I use. I picked up a bunch of the Schmidt K1 converters for those pins. Yeah. K5 converters are hit or miss. Really? Because I like the only other pin that I've had that problem with was the Y Studio resin. And yeah, it was weird. Yeah, and I thought for sure like the Ambitions would come with a converter. See, now y'all are making my desk be messy again. I already have a case full of pins, and then I had to do what goes right here. Put this right here. Then I have a desk full of pins, so it's a mess. Speaking of Spoach, which sleeve color matches the blasted TI section the best? It's I think it's just called shiny aluminum. Like we had to make that specifically to match. Like that's why I wanted to build this one. It's a little bit brighter, but even though it's brighter on its own, like if you put them side by side, I can take it out here. But to match closer to the shiny one, it's this one. I think it's called shiny aluminum. Right, not matte. For the sleeve, right? You're talking about the sleeve. So this is actually a silver. Oh, you have the not shiny TI section. Okay, you have the matte section. Then I think you want like the gray. You want the gray sleeve. Which is not this one. This is the silver sleeve. You want the gray sleeve for the matte grip. So this one will be too bright. This is for the yeah. You want the gray sleeve, and this is not it. This is the shiny silver, I think. If I had them all side by side, you could tell. Yeah, the TI grip is right in the middle. Notco restock in December. It's gonna be January. Yeah, so the brass is the heaviest weight, which it's still not that heavy. Yeah. But this is in the middle. Yeah.
I thought you were stocking.
What's that?
Knock.
Yeah, I gotta sell all the. Tyler's quizzing me about knock. I gotta finish selling what I have. So I gotta do.
You're not restocking?
Yeah, but of what I already have, I have to recount it and make sure I have the inventory numbers correct, right?
Why would you do that if you already sold all of it?
Because it's not all already sold.
Oh. Okay.
So sorry, that was a conversation with my son. So, Brad, when do you think you will get some new Tomoe River? Oh, probably next year. I mean, we don't even know if it's coming out next month in Japan. You know, I don't know that I'd get a care package before January or February, or see if someone can get it. But yeah, that titanium section, the titanium grip, is a middle weight compared to the brass, and the aluminum is very light. Speaking of aluminum, I'm just looking down. I don't think I cleaned my drill log nib from the other day when I was testing. Whoops. Who asked me if I clean pins? I did clean some pins. Was that Rattler Jen? Yeah, someone is volunteering to count stock. Yeah, Tyler will help me with the count. The final count. Lies.
Are you gonna pay me?
No.
I'm fine.
I've already paid you in advance.
No, you said I didn't have to pay for that.
I know. I know kids should be careful about asking questions. That's exactly right. Has Tyler paid off the phone yet? He got one of his birthday presents was loan forgiveness. What's the best present you can give your 13-year-old kid? Loan forgiveness.
Actually, that was the present I was most happy about.
Yeah, he was pretty happy about that too, because he still had like $400 left to go.
That is cap. The whole thing was like $440.
Oh yeah, so then yeah, maybe $399 then.
Okay. There's more like
Boss Baker Chris with the sub extension. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I forgot I had that Mafia Geek. You see why we have to have these things? I'm surprised y'all can hear him that well. Joyson, thank you for the follow. That's like 6 video games. Yeah. Oh man. All right. What else do you want to talk about? I want to talk about a non-pin related topic. I wish y'all could see Toby right now. He's so cute. All right. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow here in the United States. And even if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, I want to talk about your favorite side dish. As in, like in Thanksgiving, people have favorite sides. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Joyson. Where'd that go? So what are the side? All right, dressing. Okay, you have to be more specific, Nib Taylor. You should know this. It like I want the specifics. Like Tony says, mashed potatoes. Is there anything in the mashed potatoes? And we're not talking about main courses. And we could be talking about any celebratory dish, holiday dish, anything that you kind of only get a couple times a year, but is like legitimately good enough to have like every week. Like those are the things I want to know. So like JBK says chestnuts and beetroot. And how is that cooked? Right? Like what is that? Why can't I ban them? Good. I'm from the South. Cornbread dressing is the only kind. Everything else is just soggy bread. Yeah. Yeah, we do. It almost seems like more of a stuffing, but yeah, we call it dressing too. Cauliflower cheese. So Hells, you're kind of on my level. So the chestnuts are roasted and boiled beetroot. I could be down for that. So the cauliflower cheese, like mine is like a spinach and cheese, it's like a cheesy spinach, but it's spicy that my mom makes. So that's like I only get it like a couple times a year, but it's literally just like any kind of like cream spinach type of thing that you've probably had at a restaurant. Like there's no reason I couldn't make it once a month, but that's like the one thing I really really love. To have as like a side dish. Green bean casserole is always a good choice. Potatoes au gratin is also good. I would choose potatoes au gratin more than like mashed potatoes because I do have mashed potatoes more frequently than like potatoes au gratin. And we eat plenty of like sweet potatoes here, but no like sweet potato casseroles or anything like that. That's like that we have here. So that's like a once a year type of thing. Even though we eat like sweet potatoes, like I'll just cook, all the time. The sweet potato casserole. is, or the roasted sweet potatoes, I think are even better. Yeah, like Bork and Bork. My wife does do the pumpkin rolls. She's not doing them for Thanksgiving, but has done them before. Done them before. A long vat of Heinz baked beans. So like I don't dislike baked beans, but that's one of my, for someone in the South who eats like a lot of barbecue and those types of things where baked beans, it's usually like coleslaw and baked beans. I'm not a huge baked beans guy. My sweet potatoes are the best, real cream and real vanilla. I don't know. My mother-in-law's sweet potatoes are pretty amazing, and it's more butter and brown sugar, but like broiled almost. Like they're like gooey and almost crunchy. There, man, this is probably a mistake talking about this right now. Sorry, I'm listening outside the door. There's conversating, Toby. Hungry brat, I am hungry, and see, I've lost. I think I'm down 18 pounds in about 5 weeks so far. So I'm doing pretty good about that. So I won't blow the diet tomorrow. I'm not even dieting. I'm just not eating like a jerk. I enjoy swapping out mashed potatoes for a variety of roasted vegetables. I would probably do that too. I really like roasted vegetables of all sorts. It's funny, as much as I love vegetables, it's always a challenge to like cook them with and for something. Oh yeah, you're going to the grocery store today. That is brave. Luckily, we got it out of, and I say we, mostly my wife got out of most of the cooking because she's working 8 to 8 today. So we called in the big guns. So we'll do some stuff tomorrow. So okay, here's another question. It's maybe a two-part question. It's a two-part question. Number one, first part, for those who do celebrate Thanksgiving, is it a lunchtime-ish meal or a dinner time-ish meal? What is your routine? Are you doing the Thanksgiving meal is around the lunch hours or around the dinner hours? This is the first day I haven't been either under anesthesia, in quarantine, or in class. Oh my goodness. You're a mess. You're a mess. Cooking rapeseed oil, it saves calories. Used to be dinner, but we learned to eat as lunch much throughout the day. Lunchtime, 3 p.m. So that, Nib Taylor, that's the follow-up question. If you're at lunchtime, do you eat breakfast? If you're at dinner time, how much do you eat like for lunch beforehand? Right? It just seems like people get angsty about like what's to come. So I do what Miss Cookie's saying. Around 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then leftovers again in the evening. Right? Because then you can't have leftovers until tomorrow if you do it at dinner time. What fun is that? You can't roll off the couch into the kitchen. When it's ready-ish, well, when do you start cooking-ish? Leftover turkey is great. Leftover turkey. Ooh, it's about to get in trouble. Is leftover turkey better than first pass turkey? I don't know. I'm just saying leftover turkey hits differently, right? Leftover turkey hits a little bit differently. Snack while cooking, drink wine, definitely seconds later in the evening, also pie. So here's the thing. Here's my problem. Hey, want to explore? So we'll eat pretty early. The one thing with me trying to eat better recently, like I'm not worried about like food and carbs. I'm worried about if I'm gonna have like, an adult beverage or three tomorrow, and I haven't had a drink in like a long time. I'm gonna be. Luckily, there's not gonna be a lot of people over here. Sweat. But just saying, Brad could be. Could be a day. Could be a day. We'll have to get on stream later when I get bored tomorrow and see like what other 5 people are or wanna come join. We make 2 turkeys to be sure we have plenty for leftovers. Now that's a type of planning I can get behind. We don't do that. We don't even make a whole turkey because we don't have big celebrations anyway. Rattler Gin, I'm a lightweight even if I am drinking. Like if I have had like some beverages, I'm a lightweight in general. For my size, I don't drink very much, or I can't hold very much liquor. So like tomorrow will be like, because I'm gonna need something to get through the day. But yeah, we only do like a turkey breast. We don't have that many people. Just really, it's gonna be 8 of us, and it's all family, all triple vaxxed family, which is good. New Mexico green chili turkey enchiladas. God, you're speaking my language right there. Speaking my language. Leftover turkey and an omelet with stuffing and gravy, just enough mozzarella cheese to stick it together, and cranberry relish is by far the best way to eat turkey. Like, I would be down for that. Like, I would have never considered that, even remotely. For one, I don't really do turkey in my eggs. Just, not that I wouldn't. I do ham and chicken and things like that. But, yeah, turkey, I would be down with that. All right. Since we're on it, we're going to keep going. Y'all keep making me think of questions. All right. Is cranberry sauce mandatory? And is it better real or canned jelly? And I would bet money on what's going to win here. So do you like cranberry sauce? And if you do, what type? I mean, if canned doesn't win, I'd be shocked as a non-cranberry person. Your real cranberry sauce is the best. I would eat that. We don't bet money here. We bet pens. Yeah, I will bet. I mean, my money would be on canned. And I don't eat cranberry sauce. That's the one thing where my wife and I are similar on almost everything we do. But she is yes cranberry. I am no cranberry, but only from the can. Don't bring that real stuff in here. Yeah. Don't be bringing that real cranberry in here. Chunky cranberry chutney with oranges right next to the can that has been carefully pushed out so the ridges are perfect, right? You get like the ridges are important. Like, you have to have the ridges. You almost don't want to cut that thing. Like, I like cutting it because it's jelly. I mean, who doesn't like? Yes, and real, fresh, not cooked, with fresh orange juice and zest. I would be down with that. Can is the natural shape of cranberry sauce. That's exactly right. So this is what the stream's going to be today. Hey, Tessa. The can ridges are a seal of proof. That's exactly right. Like, if there's no ridges in the cranberry sauce, what are you even doing? No to both, but my family eats cranberry sauce from scratch. They hate the canned stuff. I mean, that's people I would get along with. You know, is like people who shun the canned. I just make fun of my wife, but I know that's like a serious business, is the canned cranberry sauce. Am I streaming tomorrow? I'd say no. But if I get really bored, we might pop on for a short family stream. Hang on, I gotta text someone real quick. Anyone else family bake their turkey in a greased paper grocery bag? No. I've heard of that, though. Not even in Louisiana did we do that. Hey, did you get my text? I just said, tell me when they get here. Do they know when they're coming?
No, they're at the fresh market right now.
Okay, so, well, with Rudy?
No.
Oh. Watch out. Elizabeth's here. Don't adjust your lighting. Her shirt is... It doesn't really show off on the camera. It's way brighter in person than it is here.
I don't like...
I make my own cranberry, but this year I'm not having to cook and prime rub. Oof, nice.
I just got off the phone with them and they're about to make mac and cheese.
Okay, do you like cranberry sauce? Okay, yeah. We're the normal ones here.
I don't like how it's flipped. Like, you need to flip your camera around.
Oh, yeah. I've tried. I have to get a new camera to do that. All right, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side dish? Like, not the turkey.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. True.
Or those sweet potatoes.
Mm-hmm. How about the spinach that I like?
You probably grew up with that because your mom makes it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. I've had that like my whole life. What other questions did we ask? Oh, what time would you prefer? You've only ever eaten Thanksgiving at one time, so you don't know. But would you prefer to have it at lunchtime or at dinner time?
Lunch, and then you can have leftovers at dinner.
Raising them right around here, chat. This is how we roll. It's not only at lunchtime.
It's not dinner.
All right, go. Let me know if I'm still streaming when they get here. Let me know.
After they're done, they're gonna go pick up Rudy.
Yeah, so I told my wife this year. Okay, I'll circle back to that. Omega Beth has a really good question. Pecan pie or pumpkin pie? This is an easy one also. Mac and cheese is a side dish for Thanksgiving in the States. For us, it is. When I was growing up, it wasn't. Like in Louisiana, growing up, we never had mac and cheese for a side. But ever since I lived in Georgia, and my wife's family was always, I mean, I love mac and cheese, but Toby, come here. But yeah, mac and cheese is mandatory here. Pecan pie or apple pie, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. See, I want pecan pie because I've already had like the sweet potato-y type consistency probably in something else, and that's what pumpkin pie is. So pecan pie. I'm down with sweet potato pie. Actually, yeah. Actually, apple pie would be my third in that rating. It would be pecan, sweet potato, apple. Or pecan or pumpkin even's in there too. So yeah. Lunch Thanksgiving sounds weird to me because Jewish festive meals all take place right after sundown, so I just naturally expect that to be when Thanksgiving dinner takes place too. I always feel like more people do it later than we do. Toby. Pecan pie, chocolate pie, blackberry pie. You could move. Toby, come here. Toby, sorry, I'm yelling in the mic. Toby, here. Yeah, this stream isn't gonna last long. My house is blowing up. There's too many people here. Toby, come here. Blackberry pie, if that's a choice, that would go to number one. Usually this stream makes me want to spend money. Today it's making me want to eat. That's really, really good. Pumpkin pie with pecan topping. That's actually a very classic one around here, for sure. For sure. Cranberry cinnamon pear pie. Looks like I'm coming to Inkwell Monsters for Thanksgiving next year, maybe. With real cranberries and then cranberry cinnamon pear pie. Hey. Shh. Shh. Hey, Slumberland Studio. We're not talking about pens today. We're talking about food. Oh, someone said, yeah, it'll be next year because that's when I'm going to finish your book. Just kidding. I'm going to finish that soon. Who said something about a sparkly gold spot pen? Oh, what I was going to say is I told my wife this year, we've had a lot going on. We've had a lot going on at home. And just, busy this week leading up to the Thanksgiving. I said, let me just grill something. Let me get some steaks or something like that. And let me just do that. And that'll be Thanksgiving. But tradition wins out. We had a vet visit. Oh, I hope everything goes okay with your pupper. I know she's having a tough time. But yeah, I totally tried to talk my wife into steak for Thanksgiving. I worked it too. Like, it wasn't just like a passing thing. I was working it. And I think she thought about it for like a split second, but nope. It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without the blah, blah, blah. So yeah. We just had a work potluck with chili, mashed potatoes, green beans, sweet potatoes, beer bread, and pumpkin bars. All right, now we have a new question. So y'all keep Oh, Seoli, I have an answer to that. All right, so chili, beans or no beans? This is how today's going, chat. Chili, give me a beans or a no beans in your chili. We do a bourbon roast because my kids hate turkey. Yeah, like I'm definitely coming to your house. Absolutely beans, either way. My preference would be no beans as a bean lover, except baked beans. But everyone's a yes beans on chili. Chili, no beans, you Yankee. Us vegetarians are kind of stuck with the beans. I understand that. I'm like Evan. I prefer no beans, but I've resigned myself to accept beans. Like, yeah. Yes, beans, no beans. Beans are winning. Beans are clearly winning this one. Beans if you're eating with a spoon, no beans if you're putting it on a hot dog. Those are words to live by. Always beans, no meat. Beans. Prefer beans. Yeah. Oh, prefer no beans. So this is the transition we got to take. Ceoli asked about the Ajodos. I'm about ready to send them the money. So they are working on the packaging right now. So the Ajodo Pen Addict pens, I'll have them before Christmas. They probably won't ship out before Christmas. So they are really close to being done. I just need to pay for them, which means I have to go to the bank and do an international bank transfer. That is a mega pain in the you know what. It took me like 3 visits, I think, to pay for my first round of Ajodo pens, just because it was so tough. Hey, Gray Foxhound. I hope you didn't come for the pen content, because I don't know that there is any today. Although I did just talk about Ajodos. Hope it does not take 3 months again. That was a nightmare. I think we have it down. What would be nice is if I could get the same person to pull up the same information to do the same thing we did last time. That would be sweet, but you never know. Oh, I love you too, Luna. I hope you're having a good day. Did you just wake up from a nap? Will it be the same system as the last ones? It's a good question. Probably. Yeah, we'll do a notification. We still have people on the list. I just want to give, people an opportunity. I'm getting more. I'm getting 60 pens this time. So I should have enough for everybody. Yeah, that's what Gray Foxhound, that's perfect. Like, I couldn't ask for anything more. That is the ideal gateway. Any giveaway today? I didn't think about it. Yeah, let's give something away. You want to do a pick your Twisby ink color again? Minus grape? What else do I have? Let me think about this. So I think the ice box needs to be refilled. Oh, let's do this. We have more big eye designs here. Toby's coming around the desk like, what are you doing? We have more big eye designs here. Let's do this one. Hey, I see. You want to do a giveaway? Come on. Oh, Toby wants to do a giveaway. Hey, I see you. I see you. You don't want to turn around for the camera? You just want pets. There's all pets. All right. So I have a TI Arto EDC. Do you want to see this? It doesn't smell like food. Okay. TI Arto EDC. The ultimate refill-friendly everyday carry pen. So this is the smaller one with the clamp design. And we're gonna raffle off Toby. He's climbing onto the desk now. It's like the only thing I have up here that he could possibly smell is mints. All right, let's do this. Oh, Toby, you got to get out the way. I can't type raffle stuff with you on my desk. He has never done this before. All right, reset. All right, yeah, we'll do a nice big pen giveaway here. I do have a big sweet stack of stickers up here. Let's see. Arto. If he barks right now, it's going to be straight into the mic. All right, let's open a giveaway. Toby would eat something on the desk if there was something there. Yeah, I said your name. All right, exclamation point raffle. I have the TI Arto EDC. What do you think, Toby? Look, I have your mug. Look, Toby. Look. See, I have your mug. He is not moving, so he must be ready for me to end this stream. Huh. He has 2 paws on my leg and 2 paws on the desk. And just looking at me and wagging his tail like, you are officially done with this stream, human. Am I done with this stream? Because he probably heard his cousin's voice. The dog he likes to go play with. If I say this dog's name, he will like jump off my lap. So we're not going to do that. He's just standing here. I wish the camera would pan lower. He's just standing there. Oh, now Tyler came over to annoy him. And Tyler has food, so.
No, I don't.
You're chewing.
Apples.
What do you think, Toby? Here, look up here. Look, you're on camera. See?
Breath savers.
Yeah, he's never done this before.
Did you put him up there?
Well, I put him in my lap, and then he stood up here, and he hasn't moved. All right, we're going to wrap it up after this, probably last stream until next week. And then we'll get back into a regular routine next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Should be the plan. You're not going to move, are you? Hi. How are you? Hi. Toby. All right. You got to get out the way. Yeah, he's never done that. All right. I want to ask you a question. I want a pin that I can carry around that's not a fountain pen. It needs to be durable and not more expensive than like $30, $35. I thought about the Rotring ballpoint. What is the best bet for just a pocket pen like that? I would maybe look at like a do you like the gel pens? Like does the refill matter, right? Like would a ballpoint refill be better, or would you be okay with the gel? Because if you're okay with the gel, I'd recommend the Zebra Sarasa Grande. I think it's Grand. It's got a metal barrel. It's very strong. It's got a great refill, and it's like $20. Like that's one of my kind of favorite like gel kind of upgrade barrels. If you want a ballpoint pen, the traditional Fisher Space Bullet is like the low 20s. I keep that pen in my car. It's a great pen, great refill. So those are kind of the two I'd be looking at. So that price point, yeah, I would skip the Kaweco for that price range for the non-fountain pen. If it was a fountain pen Kaweco, I would say that for sure. But we're looking for a non-fountain pen. All right, let me do this giveaway so y'all can have a happy Thanksgiving, happy weekend. Pick a winner. Tessa with the win. Tessa Murphy. At least a one-time winner. Jetstream Edge. I love the Jetstream Edge. I don't know that I would recommend the Jetstream Edge very often. Like, it's a very peculiar pen. I'm going to make you email me, Tessa. Oh, I can't spell your name right. Oh, misspell. I'm going to leave that in here. I'm going to send it to you. I'll let you see it when you get it. We're going to leave that in there. Murphy. All right. Well, let me go.
I heard you were sitting on Dad's desk.
He was for like several minutes.
We're gonna make you layer.
I love my spoke Roadie. Would buy a Roadie XL that was a tad longer. We have like, we have several designs in the works for next year. So thinking about that. This is why I need to go. My kids are home. Have friends over. Toby hears them. Tessa, that's yours. All right. we're gonna wrap it up there. Should I look at raiding? Should we raid somebody? I'm not used to being on stream at this hour. Toby might drive me too crazy. You're hurting my head, bro. Oh, here we go. Paper and milk is cooking. That's what we're doing. All right. We were talking about food. Paper and milk is cooking food. This looks amazing. Y'all go watch. Have a good Thanksgiving. I'll talk to y'all. I'll be around. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be around. I'll be wanting to chat. So we'll go do that. Yes, words. Hard. Thank you. Thank you, Gray Foxhound. Appreciate you. We will have a newsletter this Saturday. Look for it soon. Love your face. Bye.